Hello Eternum and welcome to KOTT News, Eternum's #1 source for news, and this is the War Report. Dynamic change in the history of Eternum last night as the Covenant converts of Outcast capture the arid desert region of Brimstone Sands, and the Syndicate members of The Last Role Player snatch away the resort destination of Ebonscale Reach in the final moments. KOTT News were on the scene and spoke with a Syndicate representative about the fight. Congratulations on your victory tonight against the forces of the recently referred to as Destroyers. A good fight into the final 5 minutes. Would you care to take us through how you got into Fort and what got you over the hump?
Yeah, I feel like us as Fresh Bench, we're newly formed and we're trying to figure out who's our soldiers, you know? And I don't know, I think it was a really good war on both sides. I feel like Green is slotting their roster a little more sweaty to make it more competitive, and I respect that. And Fresh Bench, we're out here trying to make our name and see what we can do. So I think the war was pretty good. First 5 minutes, you know, we capped B point, rotated over to C point. It was a little difficult on areas because they do have some good soldiers and some good players on their side, but I think everybody had a really fun time out there. Honestly, it was pretty competitive, but I think our soldiers just soldiered up and did their job.
Was there anybody who stood out in their performance for you tonight?
Yeah, shout out Devo. Devo is a bitch shot caller. Tells everybody what they're supposed to do. You know, make sure that we're soldiering up and we're doing what we're supposed to be doing. Shout out to my group, Group 3. I'm not going to say what we were doing specifically, but everybody was working together, using their abilities together, doing what they were supposed to do. So shout out my group, Group 3. And shout out Fresh Bench. I think the spot that we're in right now, there's some competitive wars for us to have. Obviously, I'll be clear as day. Outcast, Gorilla Town, and JDB are on top. Those are the top 3. But we're also a roleplay company, and we're trying to get really good at wars. So I think the goal is to be the best role players on the server, and also try to be the best war company on the server one day. So as of right now, look out for Fresh Bench. We're looking for any war that we can get. And yeah, tonight was really fun.
Outcast forces were too busy with payouts to discuss their rapid capture of the dunes, and displaced citizens from Brimstone returned to the Central Corridor to begin life anew. Turning to the weather for today, and once again we see the sun will peek out from the darkness of night, making it sunny all afternoon long. But look out when the sun disappears again and the Corruption Invasion forces return to wreak havoc across 30% of the island. 2 lineup submissions for Simulated Fantasy Combat Resolution tonight, brought to you by LARPco. Remember, if it isn't LARPco, it is cardboard. First up, the Covenant converts of Outcasts assault the vault of JDB's kitchen for control of the island's financial capital of Windsward. Outcast forces executing their right to rematch stake out the bank vault and prepare to break in, to once again control the island's distribution of funds. As this new lineup of defenders continue to meld together, JDB's kitchen return to game shape as they put their best security forces on high alert. Then, the Covenant PVXers of Tropical House attack the Syndicate members of Commit for Crown and Kingdom of the Western Monarch's Bluff. Tropical House have identified their next opponent and feel confident in their ability to give themselves a sincere chance to succeed by turning their attention to the bluff. Commit forces providing the Syndicate an easement from Brimstone back to the financial hub of Windsward don't want to yield this critical transportation route through fare. Be sure to tune in for complete coverage and reactions from the citizens tonight at 11. Until then, this has been War Correspondent JChalant, KOTT News.